All right. So last thing on my list I'm looking for is the Maker's experimental entry proof kind of series. We I think we as a group have been very pro makers this year.
Mhm.
Um, obviously, we're big fans of FAU01, hashtag F McLaren, F1 McLaren. Um, so I was trying to get that to
That's
be
your
a
thing.
thing, and
That's no,
just
that's not a thing.
it never
It's your
became a
thing.
thing. I feel like
It's
FAU1
nope,
should have like F1 McLaren the year
nope,
before, R2D2. It just never became a thing. Okay.
nope.
Nope.
Anyway, we're huge fans of the FAU1. Okay.
That's factual.
If you
Yeah.
missed your, opportunity there, like, man, let's come back around. Preview. But I'm a big fan. I got Maker's private selection here that I'm a huge fan of. Um, Overall, just Makers is really doing some great things. And so I'm excited to see what this experimental series brings out as far as they're just looking at like proof entry level and all that. So Makers, you're doing good things, keep doing new things. If you see any type of their private selection, anything kind of unique from Makers that's not their generic stuff, take a flyer on it. I mean, even like a store pick that has some unique quality to it. Um, go down that Makers route. I feel like it's something that's often overlooked, and at the price point, you're getting tremendous value. I'm big on price point due to my budget. And so most of the Makers stuff is attainable and available at decent price points. So that's my Maker's deal.
I like it. So I don't know a fall release that wouldn't be complete without saying this. And again, some people are gonna get butt hurt in the comments, and that's fine. Let us have it. Like, we can take it. I'm a big boy. Actually, I'm quite short, but I can still take it. I got broad shoulders. And that
It's kind of
is
awkward.
any of the Elijah Craig barrel proofs. Like, depending where you are in the country, this stuff just sits on the shelf.
I saw it this last week. B
Yeah,
521 on the shelf
yeah,
in multiple
and
stores.
if you're in that section of the country, please comment below and let us know where that section of the country is, because we would like to travel.
Yeah,
Uh,
road
we'll
trip.
say we'll say we want to visit you, but really we just want to visit your local liquor store. But yeah, any of the Elijah Craig barrel proofs are just absolutely amazing. If you see one, grab it. It doesn't matter the batch, it doesn't matter the year, anything like that. It's probably going to be good. It might not be as good as others. There are some good ones. I just poured C920, which was
That was the
absolutely
freaking
amazing. Yeah,
best.
that was one of the best. Now, to be fair, if you do come visit my area, Louisville, Kentucky, and you do Heaven Hill, they've started a new experience where for $40 you get to pour your own barrel proof. And let me just tell you, I tried it. It's better than any of the other barrel proofs. They've been hiding the best barrels for themselves and everything like that. But yes, any Elijah Craig barrel proof is just absolutely amazing. If you can't find this, the one to find is they have started Elijah Craig barrel proof single barrels now that store picks. So we are always a big proponent of store picks. If you can't find anything on this list, just go to your local liquor store that you really trust, grab one of their store picks, support your local liquor store, everything like that. Because store picks are amazing. But Elijah Craig barrel proof store picks should start hitting the shelves around your area, and it's going to be delicious. So definitely look that one up.
Yeah, I might provide some clarification there. Like the batch B 521 was our weakest of it. So it's like that's what I've been seeing on the shelf here in the Midwest. Um, if that's the only thing that if you don't have a Elijah Craig barrel proof yet, certainly wouldn't be disappointed. If you already have one of the previous like last year's barrels, maybe you'd pass. Now I'm looking forward to batch C 521 because I can't believe that they would follow they would follow back to back with disappointing barrels, or disappointing releases rather. So yeah, I'm with you, TJ. So FAO1, which was their earlier limited release from this season, which we all highly regarded, potentially as, especially early, the first half of the year is our top 10 whiskeys of the year. They're going to release FAO2. So FAE means fatty acid esters. So this is non-chill filtered, leaving some of those fatty acid ester molecules in there, which gives these more complex flavors, this creamy texture. And so I'm really excited to see what the second release does in relation to, or how it compares to the first one. So I'm very much looking forward to this FAO2 in comparison to FAO1, just as how much we like the first one. So that I'm stoked to see, and this is one that's mostly available, I'd say.
Yeah.
If you're paying attention, like honestly, even FAO1, they kind of staggered the release depending on where you were. So it's like bottles around my area were available across a 3 to 6 month period if you were paying attention. So this is definitely available, readily accessible bottle that the quality far supersedes what is typically or what you think that comes out of makers. So.
And I'll say, rarely does my budget always allow for a backup bottle of something. I have a backup bottle of FAO1.
All right. So how we're going to finish this is, what is our holy grail bottle? If we could have anything, like we walk into a store and they're like, congratulations, you won the lottery. Here you go. What is that bottle you are hoping to find, but we accept we're probably not going to find? So Brian, what's yours?
At the end of the day, a holy grail, I feel like it's a cliche, but gosh, I'd love to have a Pappy on the shelf.
I like it.
I'd love to have a Pappy on the shelf.
That's any you're saying, like this any Pappy.
Any Pappy, so that'd be 15, 20, 23.
Yeah. If I could find an elite Pappy, if the bourbon gods
I wouldn't be
on me.
No, that's
and I
fair.
could find a 15, 20, or 23, I would just be stoked. Like if I could get the rye, I would also be completely stoked.
I would buy any of those at retail at a heartbeat.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I could find those in retail, that any of those would be my whole goal. I would just skip out happy. I would not for a second think, oh man, I wish I found the 15. Oh, I wish they'd had the 23 instead. No, I would have the 15 in both hands with a big hug walking out the door.
Careful not to drop it, of course.
Careful not to drop it. I would put my daughter in the front seat and then the Pappy in the car seat.
Exactly.
Added in a winter coat.
That's exactly what we're looking for. So for me, and I'm gonna tick off Chuck because I'm gonna probably say his bottle. Out of everything, my holy grail of bottles that I wish I had is a William Llewellyn. Like that is what I wish I had. I love the Pappies. I have a 10-year. Well, so I'm gonna say this correctly for all you bourbon people out there. A Old Rip 10. I've had a Lot B12. And I have a Pappy 15. So I only have a Pappy 15. That's the only Pappy I have. I've had all those. They're great. I would love a William Llewellyn. That's my holy grail of bottles. If I got offered that, I would buy it in a heartbeat. I would probably pay a little bit over MSRP for it. I would not pay secondary at all because I value my marriage. But that is my holy grail of bourbons. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Wow. Since you stole my thunder, there's 3 bottles that are kind of at my, like, it's hard to differentiate that at that tier. So obviously I get the call again on BTAC from my local liquor store. It's going to be Will Weller as first priority. But for the sake of diversity on the channel, there's 2 other bottles to me that wouldn't me, and I haven't had them, so it's like, I don't, you guys maybe had them out there, and so you might be like, well, one of these is not worth the hunt. One of them is E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof, and then the second is a Four Roses limited edition. So I think for the purpose of this, I'm going to say the Four Roses limited edition.
Yeah.
Because it's just like that to me. Like the Four Roses barrel strengths are just amazing, and the limited edition I know is super rare, super hard to find. Similar to that BTAC collection as far as I think of the rarity, but that would be my, other than Wendell Weller, that would be my my holy grail this year.
Yeah. And with that, happy hunting this allocated season. We hope with, everything that you find that super rare bourbon. And if we don't, we are not going to be upset that you found it. Because that's the great thing about this is we are all trying to find that rare bourbon, but we're all going to open it and share it with our friends and not try to flip it and sell it on the secondary like the crazy evil people that there are out there. So
I don't have to call them evil. But,
yeah. Oh, they're evil. They're evil, evil, evil people. So thanks for watching. Please hit the subscribe button so we can get to that point that I'm going to start saying this all the time. Have Chuck share his bourbon collection with other people. And, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Stay neat.
Power of Bourbon.